have Mr. Silverbolt transformed up. All right, let's finish him up. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, TNTNeonPrime here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a fan favorite high-flying hero who has been reimagined for a new generation. Yes, we're talking about 13 Primes, Transformers the 13 Primes Silverbolt. You might know him as the leader of the Autobots, and he's also was a maximum at one point in Beast Wars. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this box and describe what's on the box and what comes all in the box. All right, so with the box, we do have some nice artwork. Whoever's doing the artwork, Hasbro, let them keep doing it. It's part of the same person, but they are outdoing themselves every time when they come with something new. On the side, we have the 13 Primes. On the top, we have the 13 Primes. On the back side, we have Silverbolt in alt mode and also have them within base mode and part of Superion sitting on the back side. And there is the barcode for anyone who wants to get it. You can pick this guy up. I have seen him only at Target. And that's about it. I can't remember if I seen him at a Walmart. All right, so let's get into what come into the box. Also, of course, you know, you get Silverbolt, you get the other part of Silverbolt and / combined part, and you get 2 guns, one main gun for Superion and one gun for Silverbolt, which combined to be one gun all the way together for Superion. All right, so what you want to do is take the nose cone and take the nose out because the nose compact in, bring it down, and then from there, what you want to do is open up the wings tips, bring the wing tips out, and close up the tail fin. And pretty much there we have Silverbolt and his Concord mode. Go over it. Not too much to go over because the only thing really to paint it on this is pretty much the cockpit, as you can see there, with a nice gold metallic plate paint. Also the Concord windows, we do have stamping of Autobots here. On the bottom, we do have, you see part of Superion and plus part of Silverbolt. And you do have some paneling to make it look more like a plane. They did some detail on it and it's pretty good. I like it. Hasbro, whatever you're doing, keep going with it. So they do have retractable landing gear. So the first one is in Superion's head. And what's so unique about the other ones, they actually use the flaps of Silverbolt for landing gear, and there you have them. All right, so up next is the piece that goes on Mr. Silverbolt here in plane mode. And I think Hasbro went with the idea of doing this because of, if y'all remember the episode where Optimus Prime went to Alpha Trion and to get Vector Sigma to build him a couple of planes. And when he first come on the scene, the first thing he said, okay, my name is Silverbolt and I used to be a courier. I think he said a courier. So a ship pretty much that carry around stuff. And I think this will be in his style if that was, they was headed for. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start adding this piece on and adding pieces on to him, to this piece right here to add to Silverbolt. All right, so here we go with the pieces. So first up, what you want to do is take the gun here, and there is a peg hole right here. And from there, there's a peg right there. So you want that to go ahead and place that there. You don't have to place it now, but I find it better to place it there so you won't have to keep lifting up Silverbolt. All right, then here you have pieces that you're going to flip out. These pieces right here are going to connect to Silverbolt thighs. So let's go ahead and slide that in. First, what you want to do is lift up the wing. You don't have to, but it's, you know, it's good to do it. And they're going to connect just like so. So they tabs here, which they're going to tab into the wing piece right there. Same for the other side. So from there, what you want to do is take the wings here, bring them up, and there we have Mr. Silverbolt in his aircraft courier mode. And the final thing, what you want to do for storage, if you want storage, you take the gun, Silverbolt's gun, and peg it to the top here, that hole there. And there we have Mr. Silverbolt in his courier mode, as I'm gonna call it. So quite detailed here. We have a couple paneling in here. Look like a little strafe of metal here, like could be something to tie down something on, you know, I'm just throwing stuff out there. We have nice little air vents, thrust vents here. So it looks pretty good. I like it. At first I didn't like it when they first showed it. I was like, oh, come on Hasbro, y'all gotta put a big butt on the back of Silverbolt like this. But once you get it in hand, it looks a whole lot better, believe me, folks. So yeah, it looks really good. And you see on the bottom, we pretty much got all the Superion pretty much on the bottom of this aircraft. All right, so up next, let's get Mr. Silverbolt transformed up. And then in that segment, we're gonna go over articulation and paint and how he looks. Have Mr. Silverbolt transformed up. All right, let's finish him up. Take Mr. Silverbolt head, and there we have Silverbolt all transformed up. So we do have paint on the face here. Let me pull it back some. Paint on the face. We have no paint here, but the Autobot symbol does look good there. There are some paint on the thighs. It's the infused paint in the plastic. That's pretty much about it as far as paint apps on him. Of course, we got a whole plane, almost a whole plane on his backpack. So yeah, so we can take Mr. Silverbolt gun here and he can hold it just fine. And there we have that done up also. All right, so first up, we got a good neck joint. I think it was on a ball joint. So we got down that far, up this far, turn left and right, full 360. For arm posability, he can do a full T. He do have bicep rotation. Also can get almost past a full 90. So it can almost get a full double elbow joint on it almost. All right. So, and also have arm rotation. So for waist, we have a waist swivel, no ab crunch. We do have a high kick to there, and he can do a split. We have a back kick to there with a full knee bend, get past 90. Nice ratchets. I don't know if y'all can hear them curl up to the mic. Also, we have a ankle tilt in. No, we got a toe up due to transformation. So you can get that toe up, no back. And I think that'll do for articulation for Mr. Silverbolt here. Him in base mode. And it tabbed off again. So y'all get the gist of it. Who's gonna have it in base mode anyway? I know I'm not. A couple of bots in and do a height comparison. So we're gonna have 86 Prime. And we are going to have Legacy Gears. Now, this is not good. Hasbro, Silverbolt should be at least tall as Optimus. And I know you don't care about scale, but if you're gonna make a figure, he should be at least tall as Optimus. I mean, he is a freaking Concorde jet. So he at least should be tall as Optimus, or just a little bit taller than Optimus. But other than that, there goes size comparison. All right, so size comparison, we have Mr. Blitzwing, Legacy Blitzwing here with Silverbolt, so you can see the size comparison and see how big Silverbolt is over Blitzwing. And here he is with Cup, Blur, and RC. So these are Studio Series here, and this is Legacy, I think. It's not Legacy Buzzworthy, but yeah. And in his aircraft courier mode, there he is, how long he looks against Ultra Magnus. So with this, him and Ultra Magnus pretty much, what's name got him by a nose cone, pretty much. So up next, what we're gonna do now is go ahead and get them in combined mode. I have already took the liberty of putting them back in plane mode, because you can go from paint mode easier than going from robot mode, but it's up to you how you want to transform yours up. And there we have Mr. Superior partially together. Still got to put the arms and the legs to close up everything. But this is what you have, and that come all in the box, is a whole part of a combiner. So articulation, we have a head down to that far. We got a head up to that far. We do get a full set of T-bars. And if you want to manipulate the leg, you can get it to go all the way up, which look weird. Manipulate the feet. All right, so we do have full rotation. Nice ratchets. I don't know if y'all better hear that through this microphone. We do have a waist swivel. Like I said, he can get an ab crunch if you decide to take that tab and pop it. He can get an ab crunch, but it's like a loose ab crunch. And let me see, can I go ahead and get that? So you get an ab crunch, but like I said, it's a loose ab crunch. So maybe if you put some Kiki in that joint there, it might can hold it. But it's there. Technically not really there, but it can be there. All right, so we have the flaps are posable. You can kick up to there, hold the ratchet just fine. Spread the legs out to there. Got a knee bend to there. Without air raid in there, he can do a full bend and kick back to that far. Very nice on that. Thigh swivel. Oh, forgot, bicep swivel. And we have a toe tip just because of transformation. Also forgot to do the fist. No articulation on the hands, but the fists do swivel. So as you can see here, he has a nice paint, looks just like the cartoon. I wouldn't expect no less from Hasbro, because they will try to get there at least close to cartoon accuracy. Pretty much this area here is painted. This is not, because this is part of Silverbolt. This area here is painted. I want to say this area here is painted also. It looked like it's painted. And also here is also some paint there, that silver paint there. So pretty much that's where all the paint is applied. Oh, we do have paint here also, and paint here on the back. You can see that Combiner Wars combination there. All right, let's bring in a couple of figures from the back here and show how tall he is. All right, so there he is with Legacy Minosaur. Like I said, I did some upgrades just to get him a little taller. Imagine they will probably have some upgrades coming from this guy soon. Also some upgrades for Devastator coming soon, with a review coming up on that one also. And we have MMC's Predaking. So MMC's is like Chug, but like a stylized Chug for, you know, your Legacy style or Hasbro style combiners. All right, so I think that was a great size comparison. Now let's go ahead and get this guy gun in his hand. Set him out to the side. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna combine Mr. Silverbolt's gun to him, which I don't know why Hasbro made his gun so long, but there is a peg area on the inside, a handle that you have to take out so he can hold it, so he can wheel it in his hand. So the peg in place, and you got that going on. But if you don't like that style and you want to take it back to the 80s style, what you're gonna do is take this piece right here, the peg here, or you can do it there. Either way, there's a peg here on the arm, so you can do it back here, which that one don't work. You have to fold it up and peg it into that spot there. And there we have it mounted on his arm. So you have that going on. Take it back to the 80s, to the toy and to the cartoon. The episode when he went back in time to save Alpha Trion and Optimus Prime. All right, so the final verdict. This figure is a fantastic update from the Combiner Wars version of Silverbolt. They use that mode so many times. I think they even use it on Computron. But yeah, great update to him. I just wish he was a little taller as Optimus Prime, or tall as Optimus Prime. I think all leaders of Combiners should be at least tall as Optimus Prime or Megatron, or a little taller. And I want to say Minosaur, Motormaster was tall. But other than that, he's a great figure, great posability. You can see here how I have him posed up on the Lazy Susie. Far as this guy here, I think is a great addition to it by having him go back to his roots, what he used to be before. I'm assuming this now, before he became a Aerialbot. I give kudos to Hasbro on that. But other than that, I'm liking it. It's a solid figure. Plastic feels good. They're doing a whole lot more to him now. Feet a little ugly, but that's okay. I mean, we ain't gonna have them in robot mode. We're gonna have them in combined mode. All right, folks, so that was my review. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm getting ready to post these videos, shorts, whatever. All right, folks, y'all have a blessed one.